More kindergartners than ever in San Diego County were not fully vaccinated when they started school in the fall of 2012. It's part of a trend called alternative vaccine schedules. Doctors say this new movement could be increasing the risk of disease outbreaks. KPBS Enterprise reporter Claire Tregesser covered this story this year and joins us now. Claire, first off, what are alternative vaccine schedules?
Sure. So most people follow a nationally set vaccine schedule for their babies, toddlers, young children. But people who follow an alternative schedule feel like the regular schedule gives too many vaccines at one time and it can be maybe harmful to the kids, so they spread them out over a longer period of time, sometimes meaning their children aren't fully vaccinated till they're 10 or 11, and definitely not when they're starting kindergarten.
So what's been the impact of that practice in San Diego County?
Right, so we found that in 2012, nearly 90% of the county's schools had kindergarten classes with at least one student who was not up to date on their vaccines when they started school last year. And we also found that about 4% of local students started school with what's called a personal belief exemption, which is basically a note signed by parents that say they don't want their kids vaccinated. And then more students, 5.4%, had conditional exemptions, which means they have some but not all of their vaccines, and some of those are probably due to the alternative vaccine schedules.
And so what are the reasons given for all of this?
Parents worry that the giving multiple vaccines all in one doctor's visit will be harmful to their kids. They're worried about this link with autism, even though that's been discredited. And doctors say that really the vaccine schedules, alternative vaccine schedules, aren't necessary, that there's no harm to giving multiple shots at one time. I talked to Dr. Shane Crotty from the La Jolla Institute of Immunology, and he told me this.
This idea of spreading out the vaccines being a good idea is, it's just a myth, and it's just one of these myths that's gotten passed around. Getting 5 vaccinations in a day is just a raindrop in the ocean of what your immune system deals with every single day.
So you also covered another story on a completely unrelated topic this year, atheism. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so what I did is there's an atheist outreach booth in Balboa Park. There's a number of different religious kind of organizations that set up shop in Balboa Park to talk to people, and atheists are there to preach their non-belief, basically. They're there to support other members of the atheist community, and also they're trying to convince people who have religious beliefs that maybe they shouldn't have those beliefs. That obviously leads to arguments with some people, including this one that we observed.
No, so if there's no God,
if there is no God, then
people won't believe in God.
Well, if there's an absence
so
of
the problem is
that
actually you exist because of God.
And Claire, what stories are you going to be telling us in the upcoming year?
Well, part of my job is I'm just looking for untold stories in San Diego, so if people have ideas, they should definitely contact me. Also, of course, the election is going to be the next big thing coming up in February.
Claire Tregesser, thanks so much for coming on the program.
Thank you.